A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant legal battle, a group of 12 former FBI agents has filed a lawsuit against their former employer, the FBI, and the Trump administration, claiming they were unlawfully terminated for their participation in a Black Lives Matter protest in 2020. The agents, who were photographed kneeling during a demonstration in Washington, D.C. following the murder of George Floyd, argue that their firings violate their First and Fifth Amendment rights. The agents, described in the lawsuit as highly trained counterintelligence and counterterrorism specialists, assert that their decision to kneel was a tactical measure aimed at de-escalating a potentially violent situation. According to the lawsuit, they were faced with a crowd that included both hostile individuals and families with young children. In their filing, they draw parallels between the tense atmosphere of the protest and the historical Boston Massacre, emphasizing that their actions were focused on saving lives and maintaining order. The agents claim that their kneeling helped prevent violence, allowing the mass of people to disperse peacefully without the need for force. Initially, after the protest, they met with then FBI Director Christopher Wray, who reportedly acknowledged their role in de-escalating the situation and expressed relief that they returned safely from the deployment. Furthermore, the agents were assured by Deputy Director David Bowditch that they would not face penalties for their actions. However, the situation changed dramatically following the inauguration of President Trump. The lawsuit alleges that White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller advocated for the summary termination of the agents involved in the kneeling incident. Following the confirmation of Kash Patel as FBI Director, several of the women agents were reassigned from their positions. The lawsuit details how Patel requested a list of personnel involved in the kneeling event, indicating a desire to terminate them en masse. Despite an internal investigation being suggested, the agents were ultimately fired on September 26 for what Patel described as unprofessional conduct and a lack of impartiality. Mary Dorman, senior counsel at Washington Litigation Group, stated that Patel's actions were politically motivated, labeling them as a form of government weaponization that ultimately compromises national safety. The agents contend that their firings were retaliatory and politically charged, arguing that they would not have faced the same consequences had they expressed support for the January 6th protests. The lawsuit seeks not only their reinstatement, but also back pay, damages, and a declaration that their firings were unconstitutional. The legal proceedings highlight a contentious intersection of law enforcement, political ideology, and civil rights, raising questions about the treatment of federal employees based on their political expressions. As the case unfolds, it promises to shed light on the broader implications of political influence within governmental agencies and the protection of employees' rights to engage in peaceful protest. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.